the personality a man come alive. Yes,
waste of public resources. For what?
But my pain in Crawford side attraction for no say only girl on ember back yebema sardines only girl on ember back na omumbe talk show ne sa no ye managing ye ma yemfa obi pain ana obi period of decision making me e ma no embe ye per content ana say ye PBBF from to force two people to come back. Whatever has happened, yema the natural justice to be there. Omo healing naturally. Now, if the two of them decides to come back, they should come back. Nobody should force them.
Okay. Unfortunately, so
yes. Even the girl now oba munukra, the other girl nukra ono or come more benefits no. Also wrong picture be about. The Oma BJ in this ano and your yes. Yes. Yes.
Because we're just wasting time on unimportant issues.
Well, me, I just say because in every issue, you know, there are several angles and there's several elements with me attached to it. Coca spoke on maybe a psychological, say maybe a psychologically, guy beat me, I affected, and then. That's it. Your legal angle of it too. You know, those who leaked the footages and videos and all of that, and also. But for me, I think we should take it on a lighter note. What I say, these things, SEO, things where it happen for schools, campuses, at time. In those times now, even social media ain't any honor. Is that? Yeah. And who be it's just unfortunate say we no why you lose ama you know people have gotten hold of the video sending the audio but Charlie uko schools and campuses are nyama esisi even now matured people cry boys at our age and all of that and nyama esisi vows day
hey it's very real.
It's real. No. Oh, I'm certain. I'm certain because it is possible. One affection. Sometimes when I hear people, quote unquote, feminists, and as the radical ones speak about people's marriages and say you don't have to allow your husband to. Sometimes it is not about you allowing your husband or you allowing your girlfriend. But emotions, it is how you feel for somebody. When you feel a certain way for a certain thing, different. That's a juma way I Ukofie back then when we began and all of that. Ukofie bisa say ain't show business and then cry. You are wasting your whole time. But whoopet now take otiasia whoopet they'll be asking you into DJ and I say radio TV and then the womb. Uti TV so say oh you star so come do exactly what I say. So for broken heart there ye nyina ye be kasa ye nyina will add comments, share opinions and all of that, but omo no they are the only people express what really they are going through. Man, I just read the comments. It says in America for humor there are elements to it. I come from the I look at it from the humor side. What I say, I don't want to go too technical or serious with this issue. And normal, it's just unfortunate. Say, boy, out. But there are several people. Nyaman before you go through vows, they say issues I had, issues are meted here. Side chick issues, issues so I think that we should just allow it to go. We should just enjoy the moment. Oh yeah, enjoy the moment. It's social media.
Nonsense. Ask question. Halifax, how are you? Yes. It went very well, and right after the program, a lot of relationships were broken. People got back, and the feedback I'm getting in my office now, the business has gone down well. Yes. 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 A lot. People have thrown in the towel, not to get to a point of coming to say that I'm brokenhearted, I'm mentally deranged. I am very excited. People handed over keys to people. There's no marriage on earth that was joined together by God. So don't be deceived by the fanatics of the men of God who are lying to you that the Lord has joined anything together. The Lord has not joined anything together. Not even my marriage. The Lord has not joined anything together. So you are now coming. What the Lord, they make a mistake. They want to say what the Lord has joined together, not Lord. There's nothing. Listen. It's part of the what we call we have dogma and we have doctrine. It's part of the dogma that has been discovered in most of the books that is supposed to keep people in the church. Because the church doesn't have marriage. There's nothing called Christian marriage. So all the marriages that you're having, what the judge has joined together, let no man put asunder, because you cannot dissolve any marriage that has been put together by the law court, except the law court. So God is not putting anything together. That's why there's no man who's going to meet their rib to marry. You can't find a rib. So Alif, as the way you're struggling, Kwekwe said has been there so many years, he's not been married because he's looking for a rib. He will not get, so he should look for a woman. Don't look for a rib. So, I mean, don't say that anywhere. However, the first question I want to ask you with all humility and respect, including my brother here, Ricky here, is that if you go to a restaurant, you are giving a menu chart. There is price, there is description of meal, and there is item. Within the three, which one do you look at first? Be honest. What?
Price.
You look at the price before you look at the food. So this is what you are doing. That is why we are sitting here. If you ask Schwarzenegger is now bleeding after marrying a broker who he says is not correct. Because he went to look at the price, the food. But if you we could have gone to bury a fear by now. She said it herself. She said it to all of us. She was interviewed by a fellow woman called Wesley Dumas, Mamiduna, and then she said, "Live to live." And Efia even went to the stand to say that after Maria Brakwa, he goes to work and come and stay outside 2 hours until they come and see his car before he enters. He picks Uber to work whilst Abrakwa is using his car, the BMW, to go to gym. Abrakwa was not. I mean, that is where we want to hear lessons in the past. So if Efia comes to say that he's becoming a model for the girls not to marry, it's a disappointment, because we all went to the wedding. And that is what I did on Friday, granting people the independence to marry. So if Alifas go to a restaurant and you see the price first, you will eat what you don't know how to eat, but the price is cool for you to pay. So there are so many women, like Sister Debbie, going out with medical, and medical dropping Debbie, or Debbie dropping medical because of Penkwala, and a medical super for according to Sister Debbie. I mean, you look at the price or the food. And you are telling you are looking at the price. I want to encourage you, my brother. The price will cause you to eat potato mash with legemugu soup. No, no, so many people are going to look at the price and the food that was brought at the table. And that is what happened on the 6th of March. And a lot of people. I saw somebody just giving the spare key that has been given to a boyfriend back to the girlfriend. And I was so happy. And a lot of people have now decided to walk out of relationships since the 6th of March. Ghana gained independence, red, gold, green, the toil of our fathers. So Councillor Lutterodt, 63 years of Ghana's independence have been produced to become a thorn in the flesh of a lot of you. Like Ricky was saying, those of us who laugh at people with relationship pain. I'm part of them and I'll always be there to talk about it. And so, I mean, it went well. And the next one is coming very soon. Halifax, that one, you have to be there. But thanks be to God. The only thing that we had, below we were afraid to come to La Palma Beach Hotel. So we were standing, and I was like, and Crasism doors for Ghana.
When we were talking about home,
Yes. Yes. When Jesus spoke to the people. And I'm saying that there's nothing what the Lord has joined together. Can you give me 2 marriages that you know the Lord joined? Is it a fellow McCaffrey and Medical? Or I say I've even read the whole of Matthew from the chapter 1 to the last chapter, even 36. And I'm saying that what the Lord has joined together is no more in existence because the Lord is not joining anything together. I say what the law, they are supposed to say what the law has joined together. That Ansana me catch it. The man says me catch was it's supposed to be what the law, not what the Lord. No, this if you read the whole context, if you read from verse 1, it will tell you when they came to talk to Jesus Christ, ask him about what divorce is all about, why Moses asked that he should give certificate of divorce. Then he said that in the beginning he created them male and female, and what the Lord has joined together, let no man put asunder to it. It became scripture. I'm saying that ever since that thing happened, there is no Christian marriage anymore. So what the law has put together, not what the Lord has put together, because the Lord has not put anything together, including my marriage. Even Kensi 2020 is not the Lord who put together. Says the COB hashtag. Chimie. Hey, we have me banker.
Now the toxin get quick. And then like a papa man now.
Majiboko.
Wait till school and then
go give you.
I take you go school and have it.
Yes, the papa man for counseling now.
Jimmy.
School for a friend.
Jimmy.
Two man on the pet pending stories.
I wish I for Jimmy. You have it when Halifax. Shesana o Jimmy. She Bible say Jimmy batabo frakuma ho entene so abai. Wait. If this is my son, I will walk to the school. Remove the foolishness from his heart. Have you watched the video? He was lying on the top bed. Did he fall down? You saw him holding his phone. Was he typing? No. Was it? He typed and no, he typed, and when the response came, he threw the phone away. So he was able to type, able to read. And you are here patronizing such a guy.
He didn't.
I don't want Kweku to talk because what we are discussing is relationship.
He's in.
No, I don't want him to talk, but we are discussing relationship. No, don't say that to him. When it comes to Kweku, when it comes to Bernard Amankwa, the musician, the two of them, they should relax when it comes to relationship talk. No, but who is speaking?
I don't want to talk about his
No,
issue.
who is speaking?
This is somebody I held
Halifax. Who is speaking? So if it's whether you think it's my opinion, the interpretation of my comment, it get to the interpretation.
Glasses as if you're a welder.
Keep my eyes for his forehead, and I'll finish, and then I'll take it off. But listen to me carefully. Don't worry, flow with your show. Let this man shut up and let me talk as a relationship consultant. He has nothing to say. I mean, the consultant is speaking. This is what Ghana has produced. Councillor George Lutterodt, who has been sent to school to go and learn in an academic environment. He's practicing relationship in an academic environment and has disrespected the fees paid for him, and he's calling for attention because he has gone to perform his sexual rights in his own deviant behavior, and out of that he's seeking attention for what? Are you aware that any young man or any young girl who introduces a boyfriend or girlfriend is a fool?
No, I'm not.
Okay, you have to learn it. Listen, you are not married. You do. Are you married? Are you married? Are you married? Oh, please. We are not begging you to tell us whether it's illegal or what. Because if you do wedding, you have a brain damage. So don't force yourself to go and say, I'm legally married. So when you say legally, remember, you are legally married to one woman. Oh, but who says your wife is not beautiful? No, who says your wife is not beautiful? Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Listen carefully. What you hear, my brother. The one you can talk about like Halifax is because you are married, and you can talk about a wife. No, we don't care about that one. We know people are not legally married; they are cohabiting. But what I'm saying is that in our standard of life, when it comes to people say I'm broken, I have a broken heart. The heart cannot be broken. It's just a metaphorical term used for an emotional expression because of deficit, and that's what most of our musicians have gone through depression, and they are writing songs for us, and we are singing with it. All of them, Kwame Ampedu, Kojuanchi, Kwame Eugene, Kidi, and what's the name of the man? Iron Boy, all of them are going through depression, and they write for us, and we dance and sing along with their depression. Look at this man who somebody was owing, they didn't pay.
Is it wrong that
I went to a church when the pastor lifted the song, the whole church, the whole church, somebody's depressional expression, you understand, is what all of you are dancing to. And that's what I'm saying, that there are things that we should know. It is meant for some category of people. Introducing a boyfriend, a girlfriend is a brain damage. We introduce wives, husbands. So if you are broken down because of a girlfriend, because of a boyfriend, are you from a home or a zoo? That I hear the parents have even gone in there to go and do what?
Well, Counselor, the boy was broken down because of somebody he loved.
Excuse me. My son in school.
Has the right to.
I'm paying your school fees.
He has the right.
And the only thing you can give me is what you're doing. And I'm saying that.
It is not the only thing. He will bring you his results.
Say why then? And so at this time, the stage of what? For no use to class say, me na me tomano for communication. What wash from? Ma yibulu ya mi ko ne nanimo. Ma fabulu ya mi, because what the guy is doing, why didn't you fall from the top? Halifax, last month, that was December, I went to Tema, going to do something. Then they called me counselor. And yes, I was a how. Now fan back while locking or see ompie obekun preko. Young girl at 22 years in one of the flats, and she was at the 3rd floor and has gone through the balcony and want to jump. So they called me and I was standing there. I said, hello, hey, counselor, you are here. Counselor, you are here. I want to end it so that my mother will know that. And I said, madam, what happened? He said the daughter went and said, if it's 8:30, don't come back home. Listen to the order. Cut to 8:30, do you know what it means? It means that no matter what you are doing, make sure that 8:30 you are in the house. So when you stay above 8:30, it doesn't mean don't come home. It's better for you under discipline. Come to the gate. Knock her at 8:30, you should be disciplined. But she stayed out. And when she came, mother says, tell me where you slept. Who you slept with. Let's go and ask the person that if somebody's daughter at this age will stay with you. Because of this, she wants to kill herself. And I was standing down there. I said, my young girl, so what do you want to do? Yes. When I die, then it ends there for mommy. I said, okay, jump. I'm waiting for you on the ground. Now listen to her. Oh, is that what you're saying? Halifax, is that what you're asking? Is that what you're saying?
But counselor, she could have jumped.
But I wanted her to jump. If she died, who's dead?
But counselor, that's
who is dead?
No, you
are conscious.
You don't understand her psychological makeup.
She knows what she was doing. She was only emotionally blackmailing all of us downstairs there. And that's what this young man is doing. What the young man is doing is consciousness is called emotional blackmailing.
No.
He is just emotionally, and you know, Ezekiel, somebody made a very sensible statement. That statement he made for once, he has learned from us, and we have to repeat it. Now listen carefully. He said, those who are even patronizing and say, come back. I hear people, this will happen. They'll tell you, and the guy you are supposed to marry in future, this is what it's supposed to be. Halifax, I'm telling you on record, and you can decide to do your own research. 10 marriages that happens on campus, only 2 are surviving. And even the 2, they are pretending to keep our appearance for the people that they attended school with. Because the level, must have a girl on campus, complete and go and do national service. You meet other things that you get shock. I can know your mommy. I have always been insensitive. It is not you reminding me. I have always not cared. It is not a new thing I'm hearing. But I'm speaking what is the reality. Because in psychology, you see, there are people who act because of something. Listen to the story behind it. It is a mouthful that we can't discuss. We're not talking about, even when your wife, somebody even have sexual intercourse with your wife, consensually, you have no right to do anything. That's consensual sexual intercourse. Keep that in mind. Your wife was not raped, but your wife gave in graciously, even traditionally. When you go to the shrine, nothing works to that man. The shrine only deals with people who have forcefully taken people's wife, not consensually. Not their mouth graciously. It's a grace. It's a grace. We not then I'm say. Say obeyire onim say wawale. Not the one say we.
That's so unim so. Say what if you know?
Na unim so bia wale ni che say o ma wale.
Oh, cancel.
Wo yire eba na ne hu yakono a me ne be da ma. Na se kan de nyu na be kan. Me de kan yetua. Confusing what? Listen to a conversation very well. If your wife, who believes she's your wife, still remains as your wife and can work from that wife mentality to work and give in for sexual intercourse, who are you? Why not say any? Why not say any? Tell me who says it's not good.
But Hali.
Amamre ne he fan which of the amamre? Bible can baby teach them yes what is adultery? No, what is adultery? So if somebody knows adultery is sleeping behind your husband and decides to practice it, is she not ready for the punishment that comes with it? It is okay.
Hali, no, or can we? But meanwhile, when you pay your son's school fees, you have a problem with which your school fees, and he falls in love in school.
Because
you have a problem with it.
You know why?
That is not why you say
Ricky. Because education. Hello. Tell Ricky that this is a student on campus, and he has nothing to do with relationship.
How?
If I marry my wife and my wife start going to school, I have some challenge to. She's a wife and not a student. But I'm talking about you play your role according to the uniform. Your discipline is that be on campus, learn from me.
No, but
and
he hasn't told you he's not learning. The fact that he's falling in love doesn't mean he's not learning.
So this break that I've gone to the campus now to go and see what is wrong with my son. Not because he's suffering from coronavirus or suffering from malaria, but he's suffering from an emotional
break. What is wrong with that?
Everything is wrong. It's not because Omofo is missing, but because you are having a girlfriend.
No, but you feel that
don't respect.
But you feel that people leave their wives, people leave their husbands and sleep with others, and
we are talking about somebody who is on their own to make a decision, not a son who I'm taking care of.
No, but at what point do you stop being a son? At what point?
You said what point?
Yeah, you can still be a son and still be married.
When I'm providing for you?
No.
Mind you, the category of sonship grows. I take orders from my father at this stage of my life.
Exactly.
Yes. But can I finish? I take orders. Can I finish? Hold on. I take orders from my father even at this stage of my life.
Yes.
However, within that same orders he gives, there are super orders that cannot contradict with the orders I take, because now I am not just a son. I am a husband and a father. And I listen to God now before him.
So I'm asking.
Do you get the difference? But when I was a student, regardless of what happens, his order is paramount and
Do
the
you know
key
all
thing
what you're
in my
saying
life.
about
Yeah, you are.
yourself?
Yes, I mean,
at what
in your-
point do
It
I
is
stop
the
being a
reason
son?
why
So-
you
so-
marry
So hold on.
family.
So
You
hold
don't
on.
marry individual.
At
Hold
what
on,
point
hold on.
do you stop being
You
a
want to
son?
learn. So at what point do you stop being a son? Sonship continues forever because of biological connection. But I'm talking about when my son is in school and I'm paying his fees.
That one is also not true.
I don't get it.
Which that
when
one
I'm
too
paying
is
your
not true.
fees, you are not at
If
liberty
Pablo has
to have
adopted
feelings.
me,
No,
we don't have biological link. What
Because
are
you are
saying?
paying fees,
It
I
is
can't have feelings.
suppressed. It's suppressed.
Oh Christ!
Halifax, are you aware when you are hosting a show?
I'm paying your.
Let me ask you a question. You're hosting a show and there's a talk back in your ear. Are you aware there are most of the times that the things that you wish to talk about, it's not what you talk about because the talk back is what is taking. So at a particular stage in your life, there's a talk back in your ear.
Lutterodt, at what age would you feel it is okay for your son or daughter to fall in a relationship? I mean, to start dating, enter a relationship.
When my son is able to provide 3 square meals for himself
It is not
and
for
get,
age.
but definitely that stage of his life will come per me. The way I'm raising my son, it will come at a certain age.
And what is this?
For example, he has to, if it's going to the university and want to graduate, I'm expecting that if he become very, very intelligent, by 24, 25, he should be walking out of university with his first degree, with any class at all in his life. And then we'll have to go and serve at 20, 25, 26, struggle by 28, 29 to get somewhere to do. All right, or get what I'm talking about? Stable his life, enjoy his singleness, and start life after 30. Because when you marry after 30, you stay in marriage. You marry before 30, you'll still be looking for a wife.
And let's go back. What about those of us who we are not in any academic institution? If you are Meton Kube and now Meton Daily Graphic, near 18, 19, 20, and yes, Papa Ashemi.
You are answerable still to your parents. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because at that stage of your life, any man who is even 400 years and is not married is answerable to the parents. Because he's just a son. Can I explain? He's a son. What? He's a son and a male. Not a son, a male, a husband, and a father. Immediately you become a husband and a father. The protocol changes.
Lutterodt,
Yeah.
what consuming Accra? Let's go back. All what I'm asking is that you are making it seem as if university students have no right.
It's not seems they have no right from where I sit.
Good. And your explanation is that because still Obi it's your office, Obi it's your Obi baby or Monday.
I have an expectation from you.
Good. I am 22.
Yes.
I'm a shop. I'm in single room. We are 21, 19, 20. So what if I enter a relationship with a woman?
Hello, in at that stage of your life, that's why I gave you that scenario. Once you become a father, there is a limitation in biological order. Keep that in your head.
No, but what makes you a father?
What makes you a father is because you that's what I said. The protocol is that
I
you
can
are
be 19 and be a father.
no.
I can be 21 and be a father.
Hello. I made a statement. So don't forget. No, don't. Oh, I mean, you and me, we all know from 1999 when we started this work with PPAG Ghana. We are trying to salvage the nonsense going on in Bukom. We all know till today. That let me finish because till today, one of the deficit disorders that we have produced in Ghana is that we even have young girls at this age of 30 and above from University of Ghana, University of Cape Coast, University of whatever, and they don't even know their safe period. So we're using Bukom as a yardstick to see it's a young girl there who is 22 years, have 3 children, no have education, sells egg and pepper, and we think that it's a yardstick to measure the success of who a wife is or a baby mama is. My brother, if you use Bukom, they should all stop going to school.
Footballer Messi at age 19 was over $1 million.
Who are you talking about?
Mercy.
Who?
I don't want to say them.
No, who?
Footballer Lionel Messi.
Is he a Ghanaian Messi? So let me tell you the reason. Because let me tell it's not Ghanaian style. Let me tell you the reason.
I disagree with my
your disagreement is the best.
I disagree.
Halifax, now listen carefully. The structure that we have here, if you leave this country now, at a certain age of your life, the allowances you take. So you are isolated because the foreign people don't practice what we call the extended family. You know that one?
It's not
So
true. It is not true. It is not true. It is not true.
I mean the forehead. That's why I was
It
wearing the
is not
space.
true.
But wait,
It is not true.
well, it's not true.
It is not. So
Yes,
so
it's not true.
The kingdoms.
No,
in the-
does it
in
know?
Europe,
Does it know
how
what
does
is?
it
No,
function?
does it know what is called?
No,
extended family?
Mali, now you know Mali. Oh,
No,
Mali,
do you know
Aja.
what is called extended family? A child at a certain age in your house, your father can drive you away under the law. Are you aware? But here, at a certain stage, You cannot be driven away because we've not created a structure for you to be isolated. So you grow with that. There are 35-year-old boys who are living with their fathers at home in this country. Even Kokwesi.
No, but who says out there it's not happening?
35 years.
No, it is.
So I'm saying that
when you are not
so,
ready.
so let me tell you. No, but know that the laws, especially the law in the US, for example, if you are after 18 years, when your son becomes a nuisance, the law supports you to change his sleeping place at home, but not beyond that, below that. But not in this country. However, in the first place, anytime people are going through emotional breaking down, the reason is that is because they have forgive me. The person chance say obi ba ho adwuma ye no obi aba ho na we no wo mu a de di kan no kwa ye be fa so aboa no enye se ye tunifo eye se ye boa na ma wa dane de ofa mu no achiaba enti wa ye etwi ne investment who can say wa emotionally invested to a wrong venture DKM what must say obi din say akoto DKM obi na say obi akoto mu foforo na aba na 3 cameras 7 the iPhone 11 na Halifax kita na 1 ton baby ontu awie high purchase onam krom ayra funny team what must say enti yade ne ba ye kan enye bibia ne ha no but just ontu awie so you see the investment ontu awie ade na ayra no so when a young man like this come he has wrongly invested into a relationship that he's not supposed to focus on. One. And that's where we start from. When you realize that I wrongly invest, then it reduce ona unya sa fapem ne say, oh, mama nimba me hoso. Na sampa. Enye se na na man na ebone. Ena enye se the ofi me be ma ho na ebone. But me ankasa no matu anamon bone, ana matu anamon fun. Ho na abegina so ama wa shase ama wa start here rewinding of the track to get solution. But anything they impose on him, say uncle panicho again fa channel ga say koka kasembia or say enkrofo e lobby say on fan channel na nya hwe say na relationship tie no. Those lobbying are why we have a lot of bad marriages in the system, because divorce is always there before the marriage. Dipa na yade enye ni aforso no awale no. What must say? Enti when the best shase
just advice, that is what it could be.
No, but be an advice. But we don't advise people. Professionally, we only help you make an informed decision. We help you make you have an information, and we help you to zero and say, is it that
broken heart for the young boy?
Yes.
Broken heart in general. If you are
Dedi kind. Oyiri ya wade na ade ne hyewa interpretation obi ka asem a wiase mu no obi ka asem akwa no just person kitikiti movie director even say oh sad boy no even small slim guy na ona wo Sammy is this not some Kofi bibi go fast san even the body like job Kofi Asamoah only Debbie din komo sister Debbie ena okoka say
ahead
one okay ahead no say no na ni abre na so to one conversation so and I second one so can be chire Debbie say na nyum na monotonous e ne ya sa to the end is the interpretation where can say be say aye you so word bia na maka say ignorant na say ya but you are intellectually bankrupt so and you are abrofokese what must say obi ka say you are intellectually bankrupt on yawo na just say adwuma na wote ho eye no well so it's the interpretation some wo chira de na se na ma eye wo ya ento no yirete na yire na yo bibi na de ne wa ye wo no obema for nyo ni bema for fraud na da me nka nche oba bi o tie mi se oni obema wo na obema for fraud wo da enye bema ne ya te se o chira ne nipo na wo da ye se twi ni ko ni ya I don't know if se oni bema wo na obi de wada na onim se George na ne wo da ya enye ne ya te se onim se bema de wada na so e George because obia ene ya me ye no adwuma no carpenter bi ne yirada debut even when I seriously obia ne yire any MP krada kran ene ya na me ka say any woman who confesses have cheated on you is not normal. It's a murderer. Eti uyire na ye wade ye uya no efi hi na eba. Where is it coming from? Before ube kun ube ye den onu no waya ade no, don't interpret the onu waya no ma enko hetu to the sense say you are so broken that you cannot even control your emotions. Your emotions are in you, Halifax. Your emotions are in you. They say uti ho say host. Uti ho say host. What must say host aya ade. Na usi because that can't was fi at the end say what fi consolate omiefu. What uti was say adjunso do wa adjunso. You won't do. You control yourself. So
the content when the content nyame no content nyame
medical ni fela I say nyamere mo mo na nkwala ibe jimi wo kure cut me everywhere. We want to talk to Sister Debbie. It's very important because Sister Debbie's advice. Na say Debbie or no penkwala and medical also penpenny for.
Auntie go between managing.
Where the prank is coming from is that Fela Mekafu is not sure that medical is qualified to marry her. No, qualified to marry her. No, hold on, watch it here. The word prank and frank are the same. Assassin. So people are being frank. And Fela Mekafu is being frank with a prank. To confirm what Sister Debbie said. That only medical are compatible. But medical are paying for. Because ama ye de make from beginning. Say obi a yan ware we na wo kire no. Wo nya gina so papa e wa wade mu. Halifax no kura ni say Kwesi edi ti we on wale obi ori ne twem. Dear way ni so ne de koda ye mu. O say you are a wicked man. You are enjoying your wife and children. You are enjoying your wife and children. And this young man we have moved with for a long time, who has not become a host yet. The only surviving pandit left is still single. And you are not telling him. Even Ola has become a host. Even Ola has become a host. Even Ola.
He's writing your response.
And we should blame you. We should blame you for allowing Ola to go and be a host. You sitting down there. You are afraid to talk. I made a statement earlier before Mowari Yekai. The American first and say, I before you Fela Mekafu is 30 years a day. Advertising relations. Now see, I before per the home we come from. Watching proper, this will see a better. And just 30 years, pen I say, Fela Mekafu have lost the touch of being an original Ewe. And either say family in Surono because our hip.
Near hips.
There were near hips, a hip. Because Fela Mekafu didn't know for. Nyankopon so Jimmy or mouth to another do for. Because on the other way you are seeing. And I'm saying medical advice, a long-standing conversation, so mutie. Ye kasa, so mutie because what is happening is here and say, Dioma wouldn't no friend our dear. Me kai say, many a brandy nyantokwa. Go seriously on Peace FM because me kai say adiani a prank. Eugene any lebeni our dear. Many lebeni say, Eugene so you didn't come on. But unfortunately, no. That meti radio so say me na be ku ye show say no say finally cancel Lutterodt ajia man e baba no e ko ware o lebene oje ni fi adololo ho no ordinary Eugene am say never on earth because what was going on and what I received I thought it was a prank because no I was not wrong Can I finish? Can I finish why I say it's a prank? Let me tell you why I say it's a prank. Because there have been several occasions. Yeah, you were saying you invite him. When him said Nakafela Makafu because they see a prank, a lot of people know it's a prank.
But I knew it was a prank.
No.
No,
Let me explain to you why. They tell me cancer and Crawford pressure on so was stressing out.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as the need to one because a prank anchor. A lot of people, including those of us watching, were sad hearted. Say, hey, I don't know what stressing again, sir. Because medical crab say so no more, appetition no more. Or no crab no track a crass no ba. Uba oba no bibi. Men ka say nyensuo. Ebet my we so, ebet my we tea, ebet my anything, but he was drinking something. So it means that wanya energy. And whatever he was drinking, ebia wanya energy. But ye dia ba wawade mu, ye catch your ban say, menum nsuo. Ye catch your ban say ye say because the time that is going to happen, we just saw the one ultimate God so. So when that thing occurred, until Obeka say a prank, even me watching the video, wow, I was hearted. Oh, then about they should rush.
Later on,
what must say?
Ni manager ni beka say no. Me nullify a prank ni mami. Me feel say pregnancy no and or pass it out.
Oh no, but
at that time no. But pay information
but
because
no.
Hear the boy ni manager.
No. But
send your beka any point or can.
Kwegu.
Or say ampa utwahwe. And it was a stress because on him.
Kwegu. The truth of the matter is that when you are pregnant, you see there are two issues here. The truth of the matter is that early pregnancies don't give you such stress. It's the second last end of the trimester that gives you that. So, yes, madam.
My phone line is busted.
But we will finally give them something. But I think would they pick your call per your professional
I can
ethics?
confirm to you today. I'm at the hospital. Hospital. If you could test.
Like when you are pregnant in the first place, when you take seed, the first thing we do for you is that you only come after 4 months.
Because you need issues.
No.
The hospital because uterus
A pelvic position there's a challenge. No, it's normal.
Because of
A pelvic position is one. Number two, what you have done with your life determines what you are yet to go. What I'm saying, we have not come to when you want to plan to.
The wedding, there was an if clause.
There is so many things that I have said that, and I'll repeat it. Fela Mekafui medical are not supposed to be married.
You are not God.
So it's not about the God nature, because the marriage thing is not about God.
Okay, but you don't control their feelings.
Okay, it's not about feelings.
But
it's about two public figures that their life will affect the generation we are living in.
But they may not be living for that.
Ricky.
Yeah, they may not know.
Ricky, any time of your life as you're sitting down, right now as I was coming, this tricycle people go scratch my car. Whilst I was here, I got down to deal with the guy. Everybody, oh, counselor. Facheno, oh, counselor. You know where it's coming from? Because
they see you because of your personality.
What do you mean giving us here? So there's a life you live at the position of your life. You become a particular something to the public. And if Fela Makafu na money, medical is not qualified for Fela.
You see, I disagree because nobody chooses to be a star.
No, we don't know, but we made you who you are. We made you who you are. Ayawe, Kukwesi do here today. Kukwesi do here today. This guy position me everywhere. Alele. Tijene can follow. You go so.
I swear, counselor. Hey, boy, your content rough. Cause I know the joke. Me and they see I'm differently. Me honestly, me and they see counselor.
Then who wants to be host? Actually, I'm going for a host. Because can for host, I'm after any.
Yeah, and they see I'm different.
Come on, you like back at that. I will be host.
But you see, I was saying about that. And
even Halifax, when I told a host, I was not happy.
You know, today I discovered that then they were looking for a way to get rid of me against Anieba because they want Prime. Premier to be part of the show.
Yes, sir, boss.
Because he will go their way.
Well, Ghana is 63 years old. And somebody was saying the last time, said Ghana is 63 on year, but I'm proud I'm a Ghanaian. Ghana has produced me. Them Halifax. Me part.
Halifax is even illegal.
Halifax.
It's illegal.
Halifax. Me be say asem wa humbra sim. Se wo yire play so bidding in da mesrew wa humbra. For the first time, council don't want to learn. What can you do? No, maybe so. No, naturally. What can you do?
Invading of privacy. You can hold the person
No,
responsible.
whose privacy?
My privacy.
No, who?
Who as in?
You find your wife in your house, sleeping with somebody else. Which of their privacy has been invaded? The door was not broken. The window was not broken. They opened for him to enter graciously.
Okay. So let me tell you.
Whilst my wife is not screaming for help. Cheating. And there is an antidote for cheaters. Yes or no? I mean, he says that when they cheat, you cannot stay. Let them go. So what's the problem? Why do I fight?
Counselor, let me ask you something.
Ask me.
When the law, legally, we agree to be together.
Yes.
We have been legally
married.
Married.
Yes.
We have been legally married.
Yes.
And you try to break. You try to break whatever legal agreement I have.
The law says that you have a reason why. So when you are given the opportunity in court to explain why you committed infidelity, you know what the consequences are, the other party is granted divorce. So divorce is permissible in the law court.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That
so
it is not easy. Don't think that.
No, there are cameras.
With
there are cameras here. Father Dixon monitors the camera. So there are things they say don't do here. Don't eat here. Don't put gum on the table. So some time ago when the cameras were not active, people were doing it. But now because of the camera, a lot of people don't do it again. So where there is reward and punishment, people do things because they know the results.
Exactly.
So once I know that immediately...
No, Counselor, I swear, me had to talk today. The whole Ghana.
Look,
nobody.
Becca comes to tell you she's collapsing in music. She's bowing out of music. Then all of a sudden she goes to collaborate with somebody in South Africa. And then question who sits here tells me, I call Becca to require and ask, why did he do what he did? I'm so disappointed in you.
But me pay information.
No. So what information did you get? And after getting the information, what you were saying here, I was shocked. You of all people, because if this guy enough information going, will be more better than their whole information. It will air information. You can fit their business here. Don't spoil the business. Don't spoil the business. Because you people, you are very constructive.
Go you don't buy them. Cancer will talk that them buy. Because at the camera, that's why me I take my other stand. Minimba in Lakabo you go back some. So then me at the camera I take different stands.
The fact that you chat with Becca doesn't defeat the purpose like a book. Because look, don't kill the thing. Don't kill the industry. I am going for an archive content from NIT. When Eugene spoke to Efia Schwarzenegger about me and said that she has the best marriage in the world. He will never marry any useless man who is not working like me. He's married to a man who is taking care of him. So I'm going for the archive content to come and play for Efia Schwarzenegger who says that one of the things that happened to her on earth, which is bad, is coming into his life with our brother the lazy man. No, amole. Shiana brother ba mi mini shiani. Asa was here. Are you the one to stop? And before Abraka came back, no me ashwele na atakeshian code there. Ona gani zanie. Ewo ashwebo atakeshian code there. Code be shian he don. She house her penny bele habo no ba. Ewo party any kaje ni nkuto e. Eliake I am secure. Yeah. Keno poteje.
Ege bu mene ege we.
Dabi ne obi money you are cashin. Onim say Wawari. Olu. Banku. No, this boy, Fela Mekafui and this guy, we have to let them know what is wrong. Because, no, there's nothing being Gabutai. Oh no, we find people that we shouldn't allow them to destroy themselves. I'm telling you, what has shown in Fela Mekafui, no Kobanu will be any chawani, Gabeku, the Jawa, the bank phone at us, Eugene, and we decided that she will never speak on OKFM again. Nana Bikan Yedaku, then she came back to apologize. But I'm saying, watching Fela Mekafui, a young up and coming Ewe girl, the way she's supposed to be trained and the way she's supposed to be cultured, I don't think that medical in his capacity, his career will function properly by marrying Fela Mekafui. I'm telling you, Ricky. Ricky. So any woman who sponsors a man to marry her is a burden to society. How do you marry potential?
No, well, these things.
The young man is not yet at the position to marry now. Medical must still go forward small. I don't think where I sit, this boy must marry now. I'm telling you. Because things that he's supposed to do within his single life here, this marriage is going to truncate it and delay it.
Why? Maybe she got a girl married. She thought the right thing to do, which you always preach about, the right thing to do is to actually marry the girl.
No, not marry unless any exposed girl that you marry becomes a burden in the marriage. Ricky, it's not about loving the person. Ricky, as you are sitting down, anybody you want to marry, don't advertise the person. Because when you do, it will affect the marriage. I get what I'm talking about.
Is that the standard? Has it been written anywhere?
You see, because we should get to know that this person I'm getting married to is. I mean, let me marry Obia without anybody's knowledge. Like for example, when Eugene finally confirmed that he was marrying Lebanon, it was strange to all of us. Mm-hmm. Because the last person we expected that they will have a relationship is Lebanon and Eugene. Because when we are doing a show here, Eugene, whatever we say professionally, we'll go and video and post it. You understand? Like when he posted Yvonne Nelson's issue and they say he's so nice with him. I always say that he's always been professional about the things he does. And when they came out, we didn't know. The only time we realized that coming out when we heard we were getting married. You understand? That is how relationship is built.
No, but can you guarantee that with such an instance, their marriage will be?
No, you see, it's not the. It's not. You see, the start of the foundation of the issue is always the problem. In life, the foundation is always the problem. Whether you succeed or not, the foundation. And I'm telling you, one of the things that from where I sit, the job I've done for so many years, I've come to learn is that when you expose a relationship before you go into marriage, you are at times at the position to even enter into the game because of the exposure. People leave campuses and marry because Pentecost say even in church. Are you aware I go to church and I see a girl and I tell the girl Charlie and there are 3 friends. I see one and I single the person out, say I want to have a relationship. She denounces and says she doesn't want. She goes to tell the other 2 that George Kurasi Opemi, and she didn't agree. Then once she didn't agree, I spot another person in their group and I go to. Then they announce to the church and the pastors hold us responsible. Say, yes, man, yes, you'll be up. But the question is that if the first girl could have responded to my proposal, would I move to the other place? You get what I'm talking about? Exposing a relationship that is no marriage is one of the biggest mistakes that we are doing in our lives. Because you get to a proper proposal. The girl is not ready for what is happening. See, immediately when the man bows down, then everybody starts. Oh, hey, well, Ricky.
Yeah, because it's a big deal.
So within that time, the guy hurt him so much that day that he was going to meet him was the day to walk out of the relationship, because that was the 3rd time he has hurt him. The guy beat him up. Rather, when he got to the place that he agreed, let's meet her, he organized people. And then they bowed and then, whoa, will you marry me? At that place. Hey. And she didn't know what to do. You see how confused she was. But that day, so when they came, we were going to get married, planning to marry, I counseled her whether to stay or not to stay. And she made the decision not to stay. Today she's better. Because the guy who won, the other girl who came into the scene, till today as I'm speaking to you, maximum every 7 days, she's beaten. That the guy is so stupid that I feel bullied. Even can go to the girl's office and use knife to stack her four ties in her office. You see, that level. I mean, and the girl saw the flag earlier. We call it red flag. But the proposal that everybody was saying, that she responded to it. It is through me, the same person that I'm not priding myself, but I believe there are so many instances that I have saved a lot of people out of the place, even with radio programs. So this relationship thing, I've learned that, my brother Ricky, if you are ready to marry a particular girl, don't expose it. And anytime they expose a relationship, everybody knows about it. It puts you in the box. Whether you are making a decision to stop with the person or not. You brought a guy home. The guy is a chain smoker. But when he's coming to your house, he's gently there. You now realize he's not qualified for you. But if you introduce him to your parents, so they give you warning. If it is not George, nobody else. Me. One of the ladies that was very, very good for me, that I saw, she had the quality to be my wife. I broke up with her because she gave my mother a birthday cake. 7 years down the line, she's not understanding what I did that she was hurt. Who did you introduce yourself to? Of my mom to give her cake? As what? When Juliet Ibrahim was kissing the guy at Joy FM Multimedia with a certain guy, and I said, you can't be out of marriage with your beauty, eloquence, and everything from that man, all right, who has gone ahead to marry. Prove to us that you are not the problem. Why do you do boyfriend, girlfriend kissing outside? What if this guy drops you? When Ellie came and Pokel was going to get married, I sat on TV Africa, I said no. When Kwabena was going to marry, I said no, Kwabena don't do. I said all my things, and it's on record. I didn't hide. Before Lord fought me verbally, I shouldn't say that we're looking at smokes. That very day when he was confessing, it was my segment to go on TV Africa. I sat quiet for the first time for him to confess. And I called a guy from who watch what I said. Till today, he's now working and telling everybody, Charlie, I am not a mini God. I am not God. I only have a great God. But I've learned in my life, my brother. I will forever speak the truth, no matter what. Even in my... I will forever speak the truth.
Your truth.
No. When I say the truth, understand me. Some time ago, I was speaking my truth. Because I thought what I'm saying could be no. She have come to a time to believe what is the general truth. And that is what all of you are afraid to see.
No,
Ricky, as you are working, there are things you come here to talk about. And some of them, they must want to know you.
Yeah.
Do you know why? It's the truth. She must know you. Like today, the conversation we had. This young man's comment on that thing was clouded because of what he has gone to speak to the people about. So I can go and talk to them, but my stand will still be clear. Do you understand? I was going to review this Fela McAfee thing from what Debbie said and everything. Because if a young man has shown interest in grown-ups, we call it in counseling a disorder. It's called infant disorder. So we treat you. There are girls who want to go out with only grown-ups because they want to be treated like daughters. And when you are a grown-up and you want to be treated like daughters, then that treatment doesn't come anymore. Then that's why they say the man has changed. Ricky, are you aware that any character you enter into marriage, we want to accept you, don't change. You are not supposed to change in the marriage. I get what I'm saying. Whoever you are, and I conform to marry you, stay like that for the rest of our life. Your change will affect me because I've already conformed to this image. So we are growing. So you want to be treated like a child. But at a certain stage of your life, when you hit 30 and 35 with 3 children, you don't want to be treated like a child again. So when your husband continues to treat you like a child in public, you get offended. But you've forgotten that choosing a man who is older than you 20 years was for a reason for you to be treated like a daughter. I get what I'm saying. So when I look at people, I say, he has a reason why he wants to go out with grown-ups. Is it Kiddy who said the same thing? Yes, he made a statement. Medical, the same thing. It's a disorder they have to treat. Otherwise, at the end of the day, if you come into their life, there's an expectation on them from you.
It is not written anywhere. You see, often it is because of patriarchy. That is why we decide, like men decide to choose younger girls.
No, it's not patriarchy.
It's
we have what we call age communication. age communication in psychology. It is not written anywhere. It's my discovery that brought that terminology, age communication. That naturally, Ricky, when you meet any young girl that you are older than, naturally, whether he knows you or not, age communication means money you will kebulale. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So, because age gives that form of respect, when you marry people that you are older than, immediately, they have natural respect. And now look at the protocol. If Ricky, your wife, you are older than your wife, it means that your mother can deliver her. I get it. If I'm older than my wife 5 years, it means that mommy, no matter what you're for. So it gives you that particular audacity and the respect to give that cordial age communication respect to them. But look at the reverse of Moses. Anytime a woman is older than a man, the authority by God can never be changed. That is why even when woman sinned and Adam saw that they are falling, God still spoke to Adam. Adam had God. It was no position. He carries the seed. And he made it clear, okay, your seed shall crush the head of the serpent through the woman. I will not destroy the seed I want to crush the head of the serpent. So a man must be very careful, because any man who listens to the wife loses who God is in his life. A man must listen to God and not the wife.
How? At what point? Because okay, must listen to the wife. In what context?
You have to listen to God, not your wife.
How? Okay, no wife. Small.
Meaning again.
Oh, we could consistently you are not being responsible at all.
Like when you say responsible.
So Ricky, you want to spend time with boys outside.
Ricky, yes. We are here right now. The show is over, yes or no?
Yeah, it's over.
You are still here.
Yeah.
You are still here. Hello, Mali. My wife knows I she chale. I'm at 12. I try 12 back. Are you supposed to explain to her why you are not in?
Yeah, why not?
This is a mistake.
No, but why not? It was square, mini. Can't
Ricky, the head of the house have no explanation to the neck of the house. Because you're sitting down right now, if you begin to say, oh yes, walk by, counselor, counselor. Oh, Counselor Lutterodt. Which of them? Oh, Padian. You see, so naturally in communication, we're what we call confrontational communication. It's also not in any book. It's also one of the things that I think, by my reading and my research, I'm coming up with a lot of things that are not really there. They are like Wikipedia content, like some of the things I do. So, for example, you are in a car and then you are called and you say, "Can I call you back?" Then they call, "Can I call you back?" They call the answer, then you pick the call. Irritation comes in. Why are you cutting my call? Oh, because I'm sitting in my boss's car. Which of your bosses? Father Dixon. Who is Father Dixon? He's the director, financial director. So I'm driving you, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm talking about. So somebody provoke you to say what you're not supposed to say. You know, communication, where are you is not part of communication when it comes to relationship communication. Today, if you are waiting for me in Despite group for us to go somewhere, when I call, I don't ask, where are you? Or when you call me, hello, counselor. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm fine. Please, I've gotten to Despite and at the front desk department. See you at the appropriate time. But look at the other communication. Hello, where are you? I am at Despite group and show me where you are right now too. You know. So I was with a show with Paul Adumotre and he says that my daughter called me and asked me, where are you, daddy? And I'm like, no. That's the beginning of where we destroy the children. I said, go and check from today. Your daughter is able to talk to you like that because that's how your wife talks. You say, yes, that's how my wife talks to me.
What is wrong?
So the child is growing with that checking and blah blah. So once they begin to check on you, there's nothing that can happen with that. You need to feel reporting. And when you begin to report, you lose the content in love. Possession, protection are not the same thing. Some of us, we are possessing and we think it's protection. There was a lady who was going to get married, and when we go to TV show, Dad, TV show no guy ever mele. Okay, on shopping just we share get be for ya tarole. Ni ngba na fiu one day ni kala ke no wo hear me. It's not relationship you are building. It's better for you to pick trot home. Because when we finish like Agbe show, our chat. We've never had time to chat before. She could not go now. She had me gidi na ke boy ashia. Me ton ke boy afi. I have you.
Only that is
so no. I have you bulu o ya honi. Alo ka shimbo na gbo fulo le ke ashia. Eke wo da bi shi. Ke fi eto na be kisu aka nhyehyia. Ke like a possession so feel more careful. What that studio ne? The girl let me statement. Do you know what the guy did? The company wo lolly the frontex. If I never you got me to studio. Yeah. And the girl was shocked. The guy can go to that extent. The guy was going to get married. Only yesterday. The guy has been so angry. I can't blow 4 ties. Get a car, office. You can make a cook a lunch. You can cancel the things you said here now. What should I do? You can go and report to the police. Okay, your ties. And the police should come and check the CCTV camera in the office to check who did it and let the person be arrested. Take me 5:30 to a man carry no because the CCTV camera prove that it's a man who came to do it. It didn't start just when they got married. When did it start? When did it start? Before possession. No my father. Me no trouble. Me no kele you. Block my line. We have possession and protection. So people need protection, but they go and get possession. And because they can't differentiate between the two, I'm not the best friend of my wife. I'm not, and I don't want to be. If anybody tells your wife should be your best friend, I'd be Ricky, you are not coming, but anytime anybody encourages you to let your wife be your best friend, they have destroyed you. If Halifax is your best friend, maintain him and still have your wife. Your wife must be your wife. Do you get what I'm saying? Your husband must be your what? Your husband, not a friend.
It's just a title anyway.
No, it's not a title. There's a responsibility attached to the term called friends.
Yes.
And the things friends do, it's not the same thing husbands and wife does. And when they add friendship to husband and wife, it affects the relationship. This is what I'm saying. They might not be too relevant to you now.
Oh no,
but God give us a long life to live. One day, you might be a spokesperson that Papa can be this thing. Because I've gone through these things, and Ricky, it's not about money, but the cases I meet in my office, some of them don't make sense. But I have to work on it, and out of trying to look for answers within the section, the people are those who are pushing me to study. The traditional things I've studied, the shrine things I've studied. I have to go and study what it means to do diabol, not because of anything, but I want to go to the originality why cases will happen. That is why I found out that if somebody sleeps with your wife, no shrine has right over it until they rape your wife. It's a standard. Once the person has been forced, take action. She wants the person graciously gave in. And if your wife graciously gives in to somebody else, let it decide. Even in the law court, when you confirm infidelity, you lose your alimony. But some people are so happy to be free without alimony. So check the Bible very carefully. The Bible says that, and when King Ahasuerus called the wife Vashti, and Vashti refused to come, the law that was then active was that when the king calls you, don't come, you should be killed. So the friend says he has broken the law, killed. He said, no, don't kill her. Let her live to see. Esther was not close, beautiful to Vashti. Esther was not beautiful like Vashti. But the painful thing was that an ugly Esther took the position of Vashti and was making orders, and Vashti was following. 30 years in the theology industry. Why would you sack your wife? No. Marry a second one and see the competition in the house. Why would Sarah go and marry Hagar for Abraham? Hagar was not a girlfriend. Genesis 16:3. And then Sarah married the maid servant Hagar to Abraham after 10 years of waiting. So I asked God, what is it? And I look at, I'm a medical person. Okay, so Sarah was worried. Pregnancy was not coming. Abraham was fucking me. The child is not coming. Am I the reason? Or is he Abraham? Let me give Hagar and see. Hagar goes, Abraham fire, and pregnancy comes. Hey, so the problem is me. So it is not Abraham who loved women. But Sarah wanted to use Hagar as an answer to the situation they are going through. So the question I asked, food, price, itemization, which one do you check? There are times we check the price, it's 15 Ghana cedis. But the food there is mashed potato with leaves. When they give you, can you eat? Hey, Ricky. I don't know if you've met that situation before. Or there are times that the thing I went to US, they gave me a menu, all the things on it, I don't like any of them. So I decided to drink water. Potato with sticks. The small sticks I can meat. I didn't know. But it was on the menu. Until one guy said, oh, counselor, you have to eat something. So when they bring my own, see what I've ordered. Taste it so yeah, you order the same thing. Honestly speaking, when they brought what she has ordered, to keep up the appearance, I said, well, let them give me some of yours. When they brought the meat, Stick said, I can vinegar, I can look. I was not able to chew. But I was sitting down. When I pick one, counselor, is everything okay? That was about $85. It was not the cheapest meal, but at the content. So in life, it's about the content, not the price. Because nothing is a good deal if it's not affordable. So don't go for the price. Go for the, do you know how to eat? So when you give in the menu, check what you know how to eat. And then if you can't afford it, drink water and go and work and come and eat it. That was my topic on Friday. That was because people have lived with things that have destroyed their life. So if Fela McAfee is working beautiful, medical is working handsome up there, the guy's career is climbing, if any different. Who tells you at this stage of your life, marriage with Fela will cause things to happen? Look at the stories that have occurred in their lives. That's what I'm saying. When will not be what discussed. She remembered the other relationship that Fela had. How did it end? I wreck a shop. I have what happened to Debbie and Medical? So there was a history behind that. If the two of them are being musically correct, are they going to produce children correctly too? So it's not like we are predicting doom. But usually the things you do is what we'll use to measure you. Why do we know that somebody didn't speak well today as a pundit? Because we know, okay, when this guy, when Michael Craig Kumante is sitting on the panel, there's a way he's supposed to speak. But when he becomes politically biased, there's a way he might not speak. The same with like Socrates. Do you understand? So we are not prophet of doom, but by the input and the output of the people. We want to measure them by that standard. So it's not like we are saying Fela is bad or Medica is bad, but by the history they have done for us to see, we think that they are too young to go into this relationship. And if there's anything true, that is true that Fela is pregnant, that's why Medica is going to marry Fela, I'll be so disappointed in a boy. Because pregnancy is not the determinant for marriage. Medical science says that it's 100% equated to death. Which means, if the baby doesn't survive, will you regret going to pay the bride price of a woman? So my conversation is not to hate anybody, but by what they have put in place, which we all know the story. Are they supposed to be married? Why won't they do the music? They should just do the music. Feel Allah. Let's hear. Don't have a relationship and make noise about it. Let's see Medica marrying somebody else. Let's see Fela McAfee marrying somebody else. I believe that the boy Medical is to find a man to marry the girl Fela McAfee. Mm-hmm. From where Lutterodt. I sit. You can be angry. You can be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, it's enough. Good afternoon, wherever you are. 0277-609-644. You are eavesdropping our Ricky Councillor Lutterodt conversation. Ricky is a tough man. He's a tough man. I say, come and see his face when he's saying the things. He's saying, no, can't slide on. That's Ricky's face. It's not like my own in spectacles. But I want to encourage all of you that if you have any relationship you are building, don't expose it. The exposure of your relationship doesn't give you the guarantee of a better relationship. Be sure of what you are having and why you are having what you are having. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth of the matter is that I've come your way this afternoon. We'll come back to discuss this Fela McAfee issue. One day we'll get the truth. But I don't want to say I don't wish them well. My mouth cannot break their marriage. It is their behavior that will break their marriage or cause their marriage to stand. Enjoy your day. Be a patriotic Ghanaian. And by so doing, your life will be better than the last time I saw. My name is Counselor Lutterodt. Relationship is good. Marry or marry. Even marry and come and tell us the marriage was bad, like Efia Schwarzenegger. And we will still support you because you have learned something. Efia Schwarzenegger must marry again, but not somebody like a broker. Now she has to fetch in a man who can give her a new accommodation, a better place to live. Not to marry a man to live in her house at the same time. It's better for you to marry a man who can provide you shelter and provide you what you can eat. If you want to give us help for the foundation of diabetes and asthma, it's 055 000 3950. 055 000 5077. That's the right number. Mumu 05055 000 5077 is our Mumu account. And if you want to do Vodafone Cash, 0507 150 223 050 150 223. I check the price, verify the content before I put value though. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, go for food you can eat. Wow. I'll come and explain that one for you very, very soon on the relationship day. But today, if you have any challenge you want us to come and help you do it, call us, the foundation. Down here in the US, just send us your maximum respect of support through our Zelle account or call our chairperson on 862 571 3950. 862 571 3950. But to get to me direct and let's have a chat, is 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. I am out of here. God bless you and keep loving yourself. The School of Marriage and Relationship. Bye for now.